Master Wu calls the merge, leading to one of the biggest events in Ninjago. For the longest time, everyone believed Master Wu made the biggest mistake in Ninjago history. He caused the merge, an event so massive that it combined every realm into one land, separated the ninja, and turned the world into chaos. Even characters inside Dragon's Rising like Eren blame Wu for everything that happened. But what if they're only seeing half the story? Because if you look at everything we know so far, I don't think Wu caused the merge by accident. I think he chose to do it, not because he wanted to destroy the realms, as some people think, but because it was the only way to save them. Let's start with what we actually know. Multiple characters point to Wu as being responsible for the merge. Lloyd is clearly asking questions after learning the truth. Eren begins questioning everything he believed, and Lord Ras uses Wu's actions as one of the biggest reasons to justify his own plans. The writers want us to know that Wu is connected to the merge in a major way, but there's something else that's just as important. Before the merge ever happened, Wu had been researching something known as a coalescence. He wasn't randomly studying old history either. He was actively trying to understand how the realms could become one. Around that same time, he was also looking into the source dragons, old beings tied to the very balance between the realms. That's not a coincidence. If Wu spent all that time researching the event beforehand, then the merge wasn't some surprise that came out of nowhere. It almost feels like he knew it was unstoppable and was trying to understand it before it happened, rather than reacting once it already begun. The real question is why. One of the biggest clues comes from one of Wu's final moments, before everything changed. As the merge begins, Wu doesn't look like he has everything under control. Instead of acting confident, he realized it's happening too early. That moment tells us a lot because it suggests Wu wasn't surprised that the merge existed. He was surprised by when it happened. If it was happening too soon, then Wu clearly expected the merge eventually. He was preparing for it. The line alone completely changed how he should look at his actions. He then explains that only unity can save them. He's most likely talking about the ninja. After all, they've always been the strongest together, but I don't think that's what he means. I think Wu was talking about realms. Think about it. If every realm stayed separated, then whatever threat was coming could defeat them one by one. Each realm would be alone in the battle, but if every realm became one land, suddenly everyone could fight together. Instead of 17 separated realms trying to survive on their own, they'd become one united world. Maybe the merge wasn't a disaster, maybe it was a solution. Maybe Wu understood that whatever was coming couldn't be defeated by one realm on their own, and bringing everyone together was the only chance they had. But what could possibly be dangerous enough for Master Wu to risk changing reality itself? Throughout Dragon's Rising, there's been constant build-up surrounding Lord Ras's mysterious master. We still don't know exactly who this person is, but every clue points towards them being one of the biggest threats Ninjago has ever faced. And who knows who this master is? Imagine discovering that an enemy so powerful is eventually going to destroy every realm. Knowing Wu, he probably knew Ras's master was coming and wanted to prepare for him. Like the other times he kept secrets from the ninja, this wouldn't be anything new. Throughout the series, Wu has hidden important information because he believed it would protect the ninja. Even if those decisions sometimes backfired, his famous line, "There's something I haven't told you yet," has almost become part of his character. Most of the time, those secrets ended up leaving the ninja unprepared for what was coming. That could also be what's happening here. Wu was obviously preparing for the merge, because he spent so much time researching it, but maybe he never had the chance to explain his plan before everything happened. Ever since Wu became a spirit, He hasn't disappeared from the story. He's quietly been guiding the ninja. He helped lead Colt towards the remains of the Source Dragon of Balance. He played a role in helping Jay recover pieces of his memories. He's guided people towards important locations at exactly the right time. Wu isn't wandering around randomly. Every time he appears, it has a purpose. It's almost like he's still following the exact same plan he started before the merge happened. If his mission had failed, you expect him to give up. Instead, he's still pushing the ninja in the right direction, almost as if the merge was only the beginning of whatever he was trying to accomplish. Then there's Lord Ras. Why did he seal Wu inside the spellbox and keep him alive? If Wu really was just an old man who accidentally caused the merge, then there wouldn't be much reason to keep him around. But Ras doesn't eliminate him. Instead, Wu becomes incredibly valuable. That could mean Wu is the key to reversing the merge. Or maybe he knows exactly how it happened. Either way, Ras clearly believes Wu has information that nobody else has. Of course, there's another possibility. Maybe Wu never wanted to trigger the merge at all, and was actually trying to prevent it, only to fail before time ran out. If that's true, Wu might still blame himself, not because he caused everything, but because he couldn't stop it. It's definitely a possibility, although I personally think the evidence points more towards Wu making a difficult choice, instead of simply making a mistake. There's more. Ras Master isn't currently part of the merged world. Instead, he is trapped somewhere beyond it. Maybe the merge didn't just fuse the realms. Maybe it also created a barrier preventing this mysterious enemy from entering. Now imagine what happens if someone reverses the merge. That barrier could disappear. It's almost like Ras Master is imprisoned, and reversing the merge would finally allow him to return. That suddenly makes Ras's mission much more dangerous, especially since his master is constantly described as someone with incredible power and knowledge. And if that's the case, Wu's decision becomes a lot easier to understand. He wasn't trying to create chaos. He was buying time for himself, for Lloyd and for the rest of the ninja. Without the merge, Eren, Sora, Frek, Wildfire and Ryu never become part of this new generation. The Source Dragon remain hidden, and many of the alliance we've seen throughout Dragon's Rising never happen. Maybe that was always part of Wu's plan. Maybe he knew that the ninja would eventually meet new elemental masters, who would become essential in the battle that was coming. That sounds exactly like something Master Wu would do. He's always looked further into the future than everyone else. The problem is that nobody ever understands his decision until much later. We've seen that happen countless times throughout Ninjago, and this could simply be the biggest version of that idea. In the end, I don't think Master Wu should be remembered as a villain who destroyed the realms, but as the one who saved them. Yes, he caused the merge, but maybe he had no better option. Maybe every future he saw ended with complete destruction, unless the realms became one. Until the show finally reveals the truth, we can only speculate. But one thing is becoming clear: Master Wu wasn't trying to run away from the merge. He was preparing for it. And if this theory turns out to be true, then the biggest disaster in Ninjago history may have actually been the best decision anyone could have made. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.